Hello everybody, I'm Alex MB. Today I'm going to be making a quick video to show you how to install your work connection Pro Launch Start device, and I'm going to be doing it on a 2025 CRF450R. Instructions and your template do come with purchase, and you got all your parts and stuff, but I'll just try and give you a visualizer to make it a little bit easier for you. Before we get super far into the video, I will go ahead and let you guys know what we need to do the job. So to begin with is a drill. You get provided this 3/4 inch bit. I will say this one isn't very good, so if you have a 3/4 inch drill bit, I suggest you use that instead. A 1/4 inch drill bit, a 3/16 inch drill bit, a Phillips screwdriver with a number 2 head, a utility knife, dikes or some other cutting tool to trim your fork guard with. You will need a 4mm Allen wrench, and I have a modified 5mm Allen wrench to avoid taking off the wheel, and then a 10mm socket and ratchet or a wrench. You also need tape of any kind, and of course all of the tools and parts provided with your work connection holeshot device kit. Now you're going to want to come over to your bike and you're going to want to remove your right side fork guard. I have custom made a tool here so I can get this one off. All it is a 5mm Allen that I've just cut down a little bit so I can get into that hole. I have one of these in like all of my toolboxes just for this reason, so I don't have to take off the wheel. Now you're going to want to come over here and cut out your trim templates and your cut templates. I'm going to go for the 110 meter, which is the lowest one that they have. I'm going to have to cut this out, and for the Hondas, I have to cut this as well. All right, and then once you get that cut out, you'll have these two pieces. This one you want to put right here and tape it, and then you're going to want to cut right below that line. And then once you do that, you're going to tape this up here where that goes to do your hole. But first I'm going to cut this one right here. Now it doesn't have to be pretty once you got it cut. I just used a pair of dikes and just snipped away at it. I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper to clean up that rough edge. That's all you need to do for that first cut. I got the edge cleaned up a little bit so it doesn't have the jagged pieces. So now I'm going to take this and tape it onto here. And now you got all your edges lined up. This is what that should look like. You're going to want to go into your box and grab your template. Now your template is going to sit right there in this box, and you're going to want to tape that on and then use the provided big drill bit to drill your big hole. And now for your 3 remaining holes, you're going to want a 5/16 drill bit and a 3/16 drill bit. Now you got all your holes cut, so I'm going to take this tape off and I'm going to clean up the holes. So you'll see you got a little bit of crud here, so you just want to take your knife and get all that stuff out. All right, now you're going to want to take your countersink and your bolts as provided and go ahead and begin to mount your holeshot device. Now once you get it on, you want to trace around it with a knife, take it back off, and then remove your graphic if you have a graphic under there, because otherwise it will not engage your ring properly because it won't be in far enough. All right, and once you do that, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. And once you get everything on good, it should look like this. You should get some good engagement from your device itself. And now we're going to move on to putting the braces on for the lower fork guard, as well as putting your ring on. You're going to be using this thing right here, and then you want to grab 2 of your bolts from your forks. Now you have these 2 holes right here, and this is where you're going to want your braces to go. So you're going to take this and make sure it goes in line with that. Put your bolt in just like that. You're going to want to make sure that's straight up and down, and then you're going to put a piece of tape right here use the respective size drill bit and drill your hole. So this hole is going to be a 1/4 inch, and that's what size drill bit you're going to use for that. Now you're going to repeat this on this side right here. Now for the one on the side, you are going to want to turn it in a little bit to get a good rasp on it. Now you're going to want to take your lower fork guard bolt, place it through this hole, set it up here, and then you'll take this one and you'll put it in on the backside. Take your lock washer and your nut and go and put that on. And then repeat the same for your other side. This is what you should have when you're done. Alrighty, now we are all done. We got all our hardware installed other than our ring. We're gonna take our fork guard and put it back onto our fork. And make sure you use just a little bit of blue Loctite on these bolt holes because you don't want all your hard work falling out. All right, and once you get all your bolts in, we are going to put on our ring. Now I'm gonna try something that I saw on YouTube that somebody else did a little while ago. And I've never done it this way, however, we're gonna try it. So instead of usually having to take your entire fork off, I just want to take it and bend it open. Now, since it is aluminum, it'll go right back. Where it's supposed to. Maybe try without scratching up your forks. You just want to thread it back in like you would normally. And then kind of get it pretty snug. And line it up with your device itself. And then once you get it nice and lined up, you can just tighten it up in the back and you're all done. Now I will go ahead and say I didn't open it up enough and I kind of scratched my sticker right here, but I did it over my sticker to try and not scratch the fork itself, but that's not going to affect anything. That will be fine. It's a dirt bike. It's made to get broken and dirty and scratched.